Hello guys, my name is Dr. Shaban. Welcome to Lockdown Studies. Guys, today we're just gonna design few circuits. I have two examples that I want us to do. So let me take you to it. Guys, this is the first example. I'm just gonna read it to you. Reads like this: parts are accumulating on a conveyor belt and waiting to be released and transferred to the next phase of assembly. Technicians at multiple stations need to control the gate release mechanism to have parts sent to their assembly station. So now let's analyze the question. Parts are accumulating on a conveyor belt. That means parts are causing chaos at the end of the conveyor belt and waiting to be released. They need to be released and then transferred to the next phase of assembly. Okay, to the next phase of assembly. Technicians at multiple stations need to control. Okay, you see this control valves. So the technicians are like representing valves and then control. Technicians need to control. Now with these technicians need to control the gate release mechanism. So now let me highlight that. The technicians at multiple stations, they are just representing valves and they need to control the gate release mechanism. The gate release mechanism represents actuators. So now we have the actuator, which is the gate release mechanism, and the valves are just the technician at multiple stations. So now technicians at multiple stations, it simply tells us that we're gonna have to use not just one control valve. We're gonna have to use two or three, four, five. So since they said multiple, we're just gonna have to use uh two, three. Let's just say we're gonna use three. Even if you use four, five, you're gonna use the same components. It's just that it's gonna be like a long circuit, a big circuit. We're just gonna use the same components. It's not like we're gonna have to add another component and stuff. So it's the same component. Even if you use two control valve or three, it's gonna be the same thing. So now, guys, let's look at this. Now the technicians are at multiple stations, not in one station, but they are controlling the gate release mechanism. So that's gonna send parts to their assembly station. Now the assembly station is just one assembly station, okay, only one assembly station, which means you are it's like you are actually pushing components into one box, not like taking, okay, it's not like you have two boxes or three boxes that you want to use for your parts. Not like you're gonna have to separate them. No, they are going to straight to one box. But now the gate that's gonna open, close, and open is being controlled by three people or four people, five people. But the parts are going straight to the same box. So uh, that is what is meant here. So that is what is meant here. They are assembly station. But people are at different stations. But now the final station where parts are actually being transferred to is just one station. Okay. Now let's go to the circuit. Okay, I'm gonna have to delete all of this. Now, obvious guys, we're gonna need to have power supply, which is compressor, and then this service unit. So guys, you can't this is I told you about this before. This is like your supplies, like your power supply. So you need this. You can't the circuits cannot work without the air source. This is the air source, and then this guy is like the second one, the air service. This is where your air is serviced, is cleaned, and then this is where your pressure, you can set your pressure and stuff. So now we need it. We haven't started now, okay? We haven't done anything. This is just like a given. So now let's go back. Now they said waiting to be released and transferred to this. Technicians at multiple stations. Now technicians at multiple stations. I said multiple when I use like three control valves. Now we have to decide which type of control valve we're gonna use, because we have push button, we have manual, we have we have all the stuff, that. So now which one we're gonna use? Now technicians need to control the vibe code mechanism to percent and okay. So now because they need to control the gate release to have parts sent to their assembly station, we're gonna have to use these valves. Okay, let me take you to the valve. Frequently used valve. Since it's gonna be people pressing the valves, we need to use mechanically operated. Mechanically operated, not pneumatically operated, because pneumatically operated needs to be actuated by air supply. So now we're gonna have to use mechanical operated. And then remember, it's gonna be technicians pressing them, which means we don't need a push. We need a manually one, not the push button. With the manual, manual. There you see it, manual operated, not a push button. So now, okay, someone just presses it and then it releases the part. So now we're gonna take the manual operated. Now we're still gonna have to. We're gonna have three people. Just take three. Even if you take four, it don't matter. It don't make any difference. So now we have these guys. We have these our valves. Okay, we're gonna have to use a three two-way valve. Why? Because okay, now we need to decide which actuator we're gonna use. So now to control the gate's release mechanism to have parts sent to their assembly station, which means, guys, this is like we have to use a single acting cylinder. Why? Because the parts must be released only when one or two or three or no, when either of the technicians presses the control valve. And then when you release the control valve, and then you must go back to the original state. It's like a gate, and then it's like opens and closes. So you don't have to open it and then wait for a time and then close it back. Since you don't have to wait for it, you just have to go back to its original state automatically. Sorry about that. So now let's take the actuator. We need a single actuator that's representing our gate. Okay. So now here's the thing: how are you gonna choose which one is gonna go straight to the inlet of the actuator? Now this is where we have to introduce another valve is here on a shut-off valve and flow control. See this valve? Take this it's a shuttle valve. Put it here. So this one is like an end. It's like an end. It's like an or. It's like an or gate. If A is okay, if A is supplied this side, and then it's gonna flow through, the ball is gonna move to this side. If A is supplied to this side, the ball is gonna move to that side, and then A will be able to flow through. But if A is supplied from both sides, still A will be able to flow through, which means it acts like an OR gate. Okay, so now it's gonna combine these two. You see, and then we need the same guy again. We need another thing, another one, a shaft. Put it here. Okay, there, and then put it here. You see, now we need another one to combine the two, which means we need another OR gate to combine these two, so that we're gonna have one outlet. Now we have one outlet going there. You see, even if you introduce another one, since they said multiple, we can put another one here. See this one? Oh, we have it here. Let me put it there. Again, we're gonna need no, I'm sorry about this. I said since we said we need multiple, I'm gonna go straight to this one. There you go. See this one. We got it. So which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have 5 technicians. Okay, we have 5 technicians. Now, what about this one? Again, we need to introduce another shuttle path. You see? Then put this one to the side. Delete. Now here, see this one, put it here. This one. You see, it still works. You know, they're all connected. We're 5. You know, so this is why I said mainly nothing has changed. We're only using the two-way valve, manual operated, and the is a shuttle valve, and the single action cylinder. Even if I add another guy here, another even if I add another technician, it's still gonna be the same components. Just that like now the quantity is not gonna be the same. Okay. So now here again, so now it's not a problem to connect them here because they can use the same source. Now it's not a problem. Have our thing just like this. So now these are our technicians at multiple stations. Technicians at multiple stations controlling just one bar, just one what is this? What is this? One actuator. Sorry guys. So now let's run it and see if it works. Okay, we press it. Press back. See? Press it. Okay, that's really something is wrong. No, something is wrong. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I used the wrong thing. Not this one. The last one I introduced. It's not supposed to be that one. It's mechanically this one, the push button, not the push button. This one is supposed to be this one. The one is acting up. Then it's connected with it. Then here. So now let's play. There you go. You see. So now if the technician here says, okay, now we can release the parts. Parts are being released, and then see. Now okay, we have to release the parts. Press it and then parts are released. Can be any technician, and then you press again. Press back. I forgot to press again this one. No guys, okay. Able. Okay, my head is spinning. I need to drink some water. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about all of that. Now, this guy says, okay, release, and then now it's actuated, which means parts are being released. The gate is open. Now, if this one says, okay, release again, the gate is open. No, even this one says release. But now, this one says let go, don't release, and then this one don't release. But that one is still pressing release, which means the parts will keep going up until now it says no, don't release. And then the last one it says release, and then parts they are being released. And it says no, don't release. No, this one says release, they're being released. Do not release. Okay, you see, that's again. So now it's just something like that, guys. I hope you understand. So guys, this before we go to the next tutorial, let's just go let's have a break, and then we're gonna come back and then continue. But I'm gonna have to stop video taping right now. Thank you.